Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lara, or Lara Likes Mascara. Exciting video today. My project pan videos tend to do very well, so everyone who's here, thank you. No big long intro today. Let's just get right on into it because I have one very exciting empty and I think you all want to see this. I did give a bit of a preview last week. I did my bi-monthly empties and declutter video, so you can check that out if you would like. I finished this, I want to say like 2 or 3 weeks ago, but because I only update my project pan every 2 months, this series has not seen the empty yet. So I'll stop teasing. Here it is. Let's start with the empty because I think you deserve it for sticking around so long while I use this up. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Foundation. Maybe I should say what shade it was. This was in the shade Medium Honey. I'm not great at selecting my shades online. Apparently, I did order this online. It's just one more reason that I never order things online. This was about 5 shades too dark for me, probably. It didn't even really work in the summer, and yet I persevered. I made my way through it, and I finally finished it. I know people talk about taking the stopper out. I don't even know if that's possible with this. Probably, but I am definitely not going to endeavor to do that. I do not want this in my life any longer than it needs to be. And so because this is now out of my collection, I can move on to the other face foundation products in my collection. And I don't actually have that many, but the ones that I do have been pretty neglected. So it has been exciting in the last little while to get to use those because I no longer have to reach for this. So it's especially bad in the winter because obviously my skin is at its lightest in the winter. I have no tan. I was actually supposed to go on a trip to someplace warm. I was supposed to go to Cuba for a week, but that trip got canceled because of COVID. All this to say, my skin is at its lightest right now, and this is still a shade that is way too dark for me. So glad that's getting out. I have one more empty this month, so 2, not too bad, not too bad. This is the Revlon or Vital Radiance lip product. I've never seen anyone else show this on their channel. It is in the shade Toffee. I have a ton of these. This was also one that I showed in last week's video, and as you can see, there's a bit more that I could dig out if I want to, but I did not like this enough to do so. This is a pattern. If you are new to my videos, pretty much all the products that I empty, I am not a huge fan of, and I will not repurchase unless it's a skincare. Sometimes I would repurchase a skincare product, but pretty much all the makeup, I'm like, nope, never looking for this, never touching this again. And I feel similarly about this one. So this was just a lip product that I didn't particularly enjoy, and yet I used it up. It was pretty creamy, moisturizing, but didn't like it. Wasn't a good shade. I just had an idea. I should probably do these videos in order of how long a product has actually been in my project pan. So I did have some rollovers from 2021. I finished a bunch of products in January, like at the very beginning of my project pan, but these 2 were rollovers from 2021. Actually, I'm not positive about this one. It might have been featured in 1 or 2 project pan videos last year. I actually have 3 other products that were also featured in 2021 project pan videos. So let's talk about those 3. I think this one has been featured the longest. This is the NYC bronzer. A lot of people owned and loved this back in the day, but I think I'm the only one with this still kicking around. I have done a lot of damage on this in the last couple of months. I think I could feasibly see myself finishing this maybe in 2 updates, so within the next 4 months. I have grown to enjoy this more since I finished that Tarte foundation, because when I use these 2 together, like it basically didn't make any difference. Like it didn't make my skin any more bronzed because this was already doing that. But now I have to use a lot more because I'm starting off with a lighter color. So yeah, I'm enjoying this more, but yet I'm still looking forward to finishing it. The next one is this brow kit. I finished 2 of the shades. I believe I had both of the shades finished by the last update, but I'm not positive about that. In any case, there you can see 2 shades finished. One was a wax, one was a powder, and then I just have that sort of brow bone highlight color left. And I am working through this, but obviously I don't use a ton when I use it, even if I'm using it like 5 days a week. You know, I'm not putting it all over my eye area. I'm not powdering it all over my face as you would a powder. So this gets used slowly. So I think it'll still be with me a while, but I'm fine with that. I'm satisfied with the progress that I'm seeing. And then the third product that has been with us since 2021 is this brown liner from Wet n Wild, and I'm actually just gonna go compare it to how tall it was last update. Okay, I probably should have filmed that because my expression was one of disbelief. Look at this. You can barely tell the difference that it's made. It's gone down like a tiny bit. And I swear I've been using this so much. I just sharpened it literally yesterday or the day before. So I don't know what's up with that. I feel like I've still been using this a lot. I guess it lasts a long time, but I don't really want it to. I have so many brown liners I'm trying to work through. So that is a bit frustrating, but looks like this will be with us all year. And you can see that the other markings, like, I made progress those months, but for some reason this time I did not really make progress. That's a bit disappointing, but there's plenty of other wins this month, so let's focus on that. Oh, I forgot. This one actually was in my last update, but I think I might have just introduced it in that one. This is the CoverGirl Naturelux Mousse Mascara. Had it for a long time, and I've actually switched my usage of this. So occasionally I will use it as a mascara, but I mainly use this for my eyebrows. I've actually found that this works fantastically as a brow gel. Because it is dark, I do have to be careful with using it. But I don't know, something about it just works really well, particularly when I don't have any other brow product in there. So this works best if I'm like not wearing any makeup or just using a little bit of mascara. Then I will put this in my brows, you know, kind of push them up, and it looks so nice and kind of fresh. So if you haven't tried using mascara as brow gel before and your brows are a color where you can get away with that, I would highly recommend it, particularly if you have a mascara that still has product in it but you feel like it's expired or it smells funny or something. Then try using it as your brows, unless you still feel uncomfortable doing that. But I feel like it's not as sensitive an area, so I don't feel like you would get any kind of irritation. I will show you a picture here of when I used just this and no brow product. I had no face makeup on, I just have a bit of mascara and of course this. I feel like it's a really nice look. Okay, let's move on to these e.l.f. shimmer sheets. So if anyone remembers blush sheets, that is what these are. It comes in a pack of 20. I have actually one right here because this takes 2 uses. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but I've used the bottom half, and then the next time I use it, I will use the top half. When I first tried these, I was kind of excited because I didn't have any color like it before. It's almost like a purple shimmer, but now when I use it, I don't love the look anymore. So if I want my blush to look nice, I'm not reaching for this one. I'm just using it when I'm like home all day and not going out. I don't know how many are left actually. I mean, I could pull them all out and count them individually, but then I'm gonna get pink stuff all over my fingers. So I'm gonna guess I'm halfway through these. Maybe not quite half. I don't think this will be done for the next update. Well, maybe, because that's 2 months. So either next update or the update after that, I will have finished these e.l.f. shimmer sheets. I don't love them, but I feel like this is a product that's fairly easy to work through compared to a regular blush, so I'm fine just using it up. And the last products that were in before, so these are not new roll-ins, these were in my last video, are these ordinary serums or oils. So I generally do have one skincare product in my Project Pan series because I don't do a Project Pan specific for skincare. So this is just so that I can incorporate some skincare products. So this is the Buffet Serum and the Niacinamide. I've had these for over a year and I've noticed that the Niacinamide is smelling a little bit different. So I'm trying to get that out. If I do notice any kind of breakouts or problems, I will stop using it. I noticed that Rebecca Morgan recently had that problem with the Buffet Serum because she had had it for a year. I haven't noticed any issues, but I am remaining vigilant about that. So I got a lot of use out of these the last little while because these were in my Project Pan. So I will insert some pictures before and after so you can see the Buffet one is almost finished. I can barely even get anything in the dropper anymore. I think I'm gonna have to pour it out onto my hand now. So by the next update, these will for sure be finished. Okay, I'm looking at my notes and I think that I actually did finish that other brow product within the last 2 months because I have so many new roll-ins and only 2 roll out. So I must have just like miscalculated or something. But yeah, I guess I finished 3 products instead of 2. So yes, 4 new roll-ins this month. Very exciting. These next 2, I think you may have seen coming because this was in my video where I talked about all the products that I want to pan in 2022, and I'm slowly going to be working those through this Project Pan series in the hopes of finishing them off. So this is a pair from Becca, the Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector and the Becca Ever Matte Shine Proof Foundation. This was my holy grail back before my no buy. So obviously I've had these for a long time, maybe longer than some people would be comfortable with using them, but I have not noticed any changes, any problems. It looks like I have a lot more used up of the primer than the foundation, but just for some reason there's more air in this one. Like I probably actually used more of the foundation because some days I'll use foundation and not with the primer. I have been slowly using these since I finished that Tarte foundation, but I'm not using them every day, I wouldn't say. And the primer, I just keep forgetting to reach for because it's not a step in my routine anymore. I just don't bother reaching for primer. Another thing is that the main reason I used to use this primer was because it kind of primed against oil. So when I put this on my face, it removes literally all oil. Like that's why I love this so much, because it was just the best thing that I'd ever found to prevent my skin from getting oily. Some days I've tried putting this on like one half of my face and not the other, and you can see instantaneously the difference that it makes in removing shine. So really quite a incredible product. You can't buy this anymore, but I do still think it is amazing. So I just have to train myself to use this more. Another thing is I am just about to finish my sunscreen, which is kind of like a glowy sunscreen, and the backup that I bought is a very, very mattifying sunscreen. I'm sure I will get to talking about that in future videos, but I find that that sunscreen almost works as a primer. It's very mattifying, and so because of that, it feels weird also using this on top. So that's part of the reason. But anyways, I am going to try to use these in tandem over the next couple months and get them used up, because obviously, you know, you can't tell how much is in here, but it doesn't feel like very much. Okay, final two new roll-ins, and then I'm going to do a very quick predictions of what will be finished by the next update. I think I should implement these in all my Project Pan videos just to see how accurate I am. So you didn't think that I could do a Project Pan video without incorporating some lip products, did you? I finished one this month, so I obviously needed to add at least one back in, and I decided to add two in. So this is the L'Oreal Collection Privé by Julianne. I like the packaging. I have talked about this in previous videos. I think in the video, again, of products that I wanted to finish in 2022. I have gotten a lot of use out of this out of the last little while. It is quite creamy, and it's it looks pretty neutral in there. It's actually quite pink. Like it's sheer, but it's still very pink, so it is obvious on my lips. But in 2021, I still had the writing on there. It said L'Oreal, and just within the past week or so, I believe I have worked down that writing, and now you can't see it anymore at all. I'll show you the whole way around. So I've already gotten quite a bit of use out of this, and that makes me confident that I can continue to do so. I don't know if I will be able to finish this by the next update, but certainly by the update after that. I just have so many lip products in my collection. I would like to work a lot of them out. I have a ton more like this in different colors, and I need to figure out if I'm going to declutter or try to pan those. But yeah, my lip collection was one thing that I wanted to really work on this year. I think that was one of my goals in my makeup goals of 2022. My lip collection and my eyeliner collection, I need to work on those because they're too big for me. Like I am not that passionate about eyeliner or about lip products, so it doesn't make sense that those are comparatively such big aspects of my makeup collection. Because I have like 40 lip products, and I have like 25 mascaras. I have not even 10 eyeshadow palettes, so like that just doesn't really add up. I care more about eyeshadow than I do about lipstick. Mini rant over. Yes, that's that product. This next one is the La Senza Ooh La Lips lip gloss. This is one of two lip glosses in my collections. I do not like lip glosses. I don't like glossy lips. I am actually wearing this today because I haven't reached for it in a long time, even though this is a product that I've been trying to use up more in the last little while. I have shown it in videos before. It still looks like it's completely full, but I do feel like I've used it a decent amount. I've had this for way too long. It's the main reason that I want to get it out of my collection. It's fine. It's sticky. I know that there are better lip glosses out there now because this is quite old, but I just don't like the look or the feel of lip glosses, so I don't think I will like this any better. I've given this spiel before. Yeah, I'm just going to try to reach for this more. I don't think that I will be able to get it finished anytime soon just because I don't love lip gloss. This is something that I feel like it's easy to use, reapply throughout the day. This one, not so much. So I'm gonna try, but I don't really know if I'll be able to give you an update on how much I've used. I also wanted to match my eye look, kind of, that I'm wearing today. So I've actually used the blush that I'm wearing as an eyeshadow for the most part, and then I added some gold shimmer on top. So pretty basic eye look. And then I added the brown liner. And I actually really like the look. I feel like it was very springy. I just wanted to wear a pink look with it. So I just had like a kind of nude pink lip liner and then added the lip gloss on top. And it's funny because usually I don't like pink lips, but I think because I have pink on the eyes, it balances out. It's also ironic because I'm wearing a fur, obviously faux fur. This is a secondhand vest, which is a very wintry look with a very spring eye look. Whatever. Okay, that is it. Those are all of the products that are in this round of my Project Pan. Just a reminder that I update this bi-monthly, not every single month, because I only upload once a week, so I don't want 1 out of every 4 videos on my channel to be Project Panning. That is a lot, although I do love Project Panning, and I know everyone watching does too. Okay, quick prediction of what will be finished. This one is a maybe. I don't know. Unlikely, but hopeful. This one, yes, I am predicting that I will be finished these shimmer sheets by next update. Both of these, I'm predicting that I will have finished both of these by next update. And maybe not the primer, because I feel like there's more left in this, but I'm predicting I will have finished this foundation by the next update. So that is it. Those are all the products. And now let's move on to the book that I've been reading lately, which I discuss in every video. So this is The Chosen and the Beautiful by, oh, I don't know how to pronounce the author's name, Nivo. Beautiful cover. I really enjoy it. This is a fairly new book. I think it came out in 2021. It's actually a rendition of The Great Gatsby, which I did not know when I started reading it, but then I started recognizing names and I was like, Daisy and Tom Buchanan, okay. Gatsby. And obviously I figured it out, which is funny because I feel like I picked this up because it was recommended to me, so surely that recommendation mentioned the fact that it was a Gatsby reimagining, but whatever. Basically, this character, her name is Jordan Baker, and I remember this character in The Great Gatsby, but I read it in like grade 12 English course, so it's been a while. She is actually adopted from Vietnam in the 20s, so that part is kind of reimagined. The Daisy, Gatsby, and Tom characters are the same. Most of it is pretty similar, pretty faithful, but it is kind of a queer reimagining as well, which is fun. And I really love this main character. She is so perceptive. She understands people so well, and she's so smart. She's so clever. So she's kind of a joy to read. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying this so far. I'm maybe like a third of the way through, so obviously have not been reading it for very long, but I am enjoying it. Interestingly, the first like 10 pages, I really wasn't liking it, and I thought about putting it down, but after that, I got to know the main character and I liked her a lot better. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for checking out this month's edition of Project Pan. You can expect another update at the beginning of May, which is kind of wild. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.